Hello, my name is Marcus, and welcome back to my channel. Dragon Ball Daima, episode 11, subtitled Legend. We're not going to dawdle. We officially have 9 episodes left, so let's get right into it. We start today's episode with more lore revelations. Neva, the lone Namek from the demon realm, reveals himself to the Goku crew. We find out that he really has been here since the beginning. He immediately recognizes Piccolo as a warrior Namekian, and he also recognizes that he is identical to a Namekian named Kortak. And Piccolo reveals that that is the name of his father. So I guess I was wrong on my premonition of thinking that Nevo is his father. Well. We also find out that the Demon Realm Dragon Balls are pretty similar to the Namekian Dragon Balls, as in you need to know the Namekian language to be able to make your wish. And since Dende was usually the one that made the wishes for the Earthlings on Namek and on Earth, looks like they're going to need to bring Neva onto the ship so that he can help them grant their wish when they actually collect the Dragon Balls. So Bulma and kind of Supreme Kai as well ask Neva why he's still remaining in the Demon Realm when there's no other Namekians remaining. And he simply states that he's just waiting on them to return and that he likes it there. Pretty simple answer. Honestly, I think it's more to it than just that, but I guess it kind of makes sense for now. When our heroes are talking about the Namekian Dragon Balls, we get this amazing shot of Porunga in the new Dragon Ball Daima art style. It's always one of my favorite parts of the show when we see our classic characters in the brand new art style. It really is quite amazing. Then we catch back up with Dr. Arnisu, Marbo, and Majin Ku and see what they're up to. They're in the process of creating a whole new Majin again since Majin Ku failed against Tamagami 1. They go through the same process again, and they are successful in creating a brand new Majin. This time he is called Majin Do. I'm gonna keep showing you Dr. Arnisu though, because something about her just puts a smile on my face. I don't know what it is. It's just something specific about her. I can't quite put my finger on it. There it is. You gotta love it. It's just something about them anime breasts. Hey, there they are. All right, cool. Now I'm okay. So as soon as Majin Do is born, he definitely has a very close resemblance to the original Majin Buu, at least in the body structure. And for the eye structure, he looks just like Kid Buu. So we definitely get a premonition that he is significantly stronger than Majin Ku, and he kind of demonstrates this when he begins to power up and starts demanding chocolate from the group. Majin Ku runs to the store after he gets money from Arnisu, grabs him some chocolate, he eats the chocolate, then he starts puffing his body around, and he's definitely has some similar powers, at least body structure wise, to the original Majin Buu. After this, they do not waste any time. They all head right back to Tamigami 1 once again and challenge him, and the battle begins. We immediately learn that Majin Do also has the power to see a technique once and basically copy it right off the bat. Fat Buu had this technique as well. Also, Kid Buu did really too. You know, he watched Tamagami 1 shoot off a ki blast, and he didn't even realize that he could do the same. And he looked at his hand and literally shot himself in the face with his own ki blast. But it didn't really affect him though, because he has the same body structure as Majin Buu, or at least the original Majin Buu. He is very indestructible. It takes a massive amount of ki to penetrate his body. So definitely very, very cool to see that as well. Tell you what, he was putting up quite a fight against Tamigami 1. You can kind of see within the facial expressions of the Tamigami 1 that he was like, okay, I need to take this one a little bit more serious and put a little bit more effort into my attacks. I think the only other thing I wanted to mention about this battle, within his body structure, he has the power to manipulate his head structure, his arm structure. He can inflate, he can thin out, he can push his head inside itself. It's going to be an epic battle. I cannot wait to see the conclusion of this battle for sure. Then we switch off to Vegeta. He is going to take on Tamigami 1. And of course, we get the hilarious dialogue from Tamigami 1. Like, what? You're a kid. Don't you need to be sucking on mama's titty or something? What? I mean, you can read the subtitles right there. Don't be demonetizing me, YouTube, for something Dragon Ball said. I mean, it's right there in the pudding, baby. I don't know. He said it. That was blowing my mind. People keep saying the Daima is for kids. I'm over here like, is it? But I guess technically he didn't say titty. He said teat. So from now on, from this point forward, I'm going to call titties teats. Battle begins. Vegeta starts off somewhat aggressive by immediately starting to fire off Ki Blast. I feel like that's typical Vegeta. You know, once he knows that the enemy is not to be trifled with, I feel like he starts off with Ki Blast rather than throwing punches and kicks. I feel like it's only Goku that just tests out his actual Kung Fu, his natural Kung Fu ability before he starts firing off Ki Blast. Starting out good, he's doing well against the Tamigami. The Tamigami is utilizing a bow spear, kind of like a bow staff with a spear attached, twirling it around, kind of reminded me of Goku with the power pole, utilizing with a mastery of effectiveness against Vegeta, kind of keeping him at bay because this reach extends tremendously. So even Vegeta with his little body is kind of having to keep a little bit of distance so that he doesn't get cut by the staff. But that doesn't work out, as Vegeta does eventually get cut on his cheek by the staff. So clearly this Tamagami is really not to be trifled with. So I was kind of confused after this point because I was fully expecting Vegeta to go Super Saiyan, you know, once he drew blood, but he kept fighting him in his normal state. So I don't really think I like that form of writing because when Goku felt threatened, he went Super Saiyan. So I'm not understanding why Vegeta didn't do the same. Like, surely he has been able to master his normal Super Saiyan level just like Goku has. Maybe not. To be completely honest, I feel like it's even outside of Vegeta's character to not start out as a Super Saiyan, because it's not like he hadn't talked to Goku about the first Tamagami before he fought this one, surely. So he knows that Goku would have had to utilize the Super Saiyan 2 form to take him down. So I don't understand why he wouldn't at least start out as a regular Super Saiyan before taking him on. It's maybe just a nitpick, honestly, but I feel like just the writers should know the characters a little bit more than that. So I know you want to push the normal state of Vegeta as well. You got toys you need to sell. I get it. You need this Vegeta to be able to do something as well. But kind of makes more sense from the 20 years that we've known Vegeta's character. You know, he's out there to win. He's not out there to, I mean, he loves to fight as well, but the main goal is to win. And Vegeta's one that usually starts out, you know, stronger than his opponent. He likes to power up first and then take on an opponent that he already knows that's strong. I kind of feel like it's outside of his character to, you know, start out and win against an opponent that he knows is strong and start out at his lowest base form. It's kind of crazy. Aside from that aspect, I did enjoy the fight, though. I mean, I enjoyed his kung fu prowess, his punches and kicks that he put against the Tamagami. And on the flip side, I enjoyed the Tamagami's assault against Vegeta. I feel like I enjoyed this Tamagami's assault more so than any other Tamagami's attacks that I've seen thus far. I guess if we want to choose between the Thor hammer, the bow spear, or the sword, I guess the bow spear is so far my favorite out of the three. But I think after it's all said and done, because honestly, I don't think Majin Do is going to beat Tamagami 1. I think once we get to really see what Tamagami 1 is made of, when one of the two Saiyans take him on, I think he's going to be the one that ends up being my favorite for sure. Art style of this battle was absolutely phenomenal. Once again, that's definitely the strongest point of Daima. Just the art style of the fight scenes is where most likely all of the casuals are going to be on Daima's side, where of course they're going to get your core Dragon Ball fans on the side just from the story alone. The beauty of the actual fight scenes is where you're going to draw in your new fans from older fans or just anime fans in general and newer kid fans alike for sure. So the conclusion of this battle has my blood boiling. So as we all saw, Vegeta got knocked into the ocean and one of the Kraken monsters attempted to eat him. Vegeta was able to escape and got out of the ocean and then went and proceeded to try to attack the Tamagami again without going Super Saiyan. okay, that's kind of blowing my mind a little bit, bro. Like, you're getting beat down a little bit. Why would you not utilize your full power? And then, of course, the Tamagami is like, I was waiting for you. Then he just knocks him down into the ocean again, where this time the Kraken successfully eats him. And now he's stuck in the belly of the beast. And now Goku's going to have to rescue him. I don't like that. That's just kind of the first episode that's kind of pissed me off a little bit. Vegeta's kind of not the rescuing type. The only time I've ever seen Vegeta get rescued from something specifically is when he got caught in the destructive wave from in the tournament of power, and then the Master Roshi had to save him. That was kind of a stretch as well. So this seems like it's outside of his character to get caught in a trap like that. It's just weird. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of the first episode where I'm like, come on, bro. We got to fix this writing here. I know we're trying to make Vegeta the butt of the jokes in this series, but not in the battle, not in the fighting. I know like Vegeta has a trope of losing to the main baddies. He beats all the side characters, but then loses to the main baddie of the saga. But he's not supposed to be losing to, side characters. That's not his character. He doesn't do that. He usually beats the side characters. The Tamagamis are not the main baddies of this series, point blank period. Not a fan of it. I enjoyed the battle. I did not enjoy the conclusion at all whatsoever. How do y'all feel about it? I'm very curious to know. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think to myself, maybe I'm just nitpicking heavily right now. Maybe that's just always been Vegeta's character. Maybe I'm putting way too much confidence in him. Maybe he's always just been a careless fighter like that. But I feel like they always call him like the genius tactician that he claims to be, or that the story claims for him to be. So like, where the fuck is that at? Like, come on now, bro. Like, you're not supposed to be getting beat by this level of character. Got Super Saiyan 2 for God's sakes, or at least in this point in the story. So you're not supposed to be losing to these guys. I don't know. It pisses me off, especially when I know the character. I've been a fan of this character for 20 years. We got to do better than that. Like I said, I love Dragon Ball. I'm always gonna love Dragon Ball. But when it's time to criticize, it's time to fucking criticize. It's as simple as that. And I'll leave it at that. So ultimately, I enjoyed the episode. It just pissed me off. Some of the elements really made me mad. So that's all it is too. So, okay, like I said, I want to know how y'all feel about it. Are you satisfied with this episode, or did the outcome of this battle piss you off? I'm sure next episode he's going to get out of there and they're going to have him do something epic. But just to get to this point in the story, I'm just not a fan of it at all whatsoever. This is point blank period. And like I said, I'm going to end it there, man. So if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. I follow these episodes every single Friday. Like I said, we have 9 episodes left. Then we plan on covering every single one of them until Dragon Ball Daima ends. It's only 20 episodes. We're on episode 11, heading into episode 12 next Friday. So make sure you get subscribed so you do not miss the breakdowns. I drop them every single Friday after the episodes drop on Crunchyroll. As always, my friends, you can follow me at youtube.com/markjack79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.